Now, we also have the start list for the second final of the day, race 237, A final, men's under 23, single scull. From Team Indonesia, great to see the visitors in a final. Memo from Team Indonesia, Wilson Mure from the Huon Club in Tasmania, Alex Purnell, Sydney University, Tom Schramko from Mosman, Luke Letcher from Black Mountain in the ACT. In lane 6 is Robert Black from Mosman. In lane 7, Christopher Hayes, Swan River. And on the grandstand side, Angus Lillicrap from the University of Queensland. And that race is underway now.
They are, in fact, John. So we'll give you a run through of the B final shortly, but a quality field in the A final of the under-23 men's single scull. Semi-final winners, Big Tom Schramko and Big Luke Letcher. As I've said in Razor's Wrap for the last couple of days, I'd rather feed them for a day than a week. They're very large humans. The B final, 3,000 metres, Nathan Goldstone was the leader there, in front of Tyrone Buhlmann, Mitchell Digney, Richard Giblin, Pat Adams, Christopher Hargraves, Dan Bundock and Pat Connors. Tyrone Buhlmann in second place there, a silver medalist at last year's World Junior Championships where he rode with Adam Backer. And Pat Adams, I understand, has done talent transfer. I think he's a track and field athlete who's come across to rowing. So great to see him making a pretty successful transition. And obviously he'll be even better placed next year when he's been rowing for a little longer. But it is Station 5, Nathan Goldstone, coached by Zoltan Shepherd, who leads. In the A final, Team Indonesia, Memo, he's coached by Bo van Opstal, and he's part of a talent identification program for Team Indonesia. And Bo, a Dutch coach who's based in Indonesia and head coach there, doing a great job. Wilson Mure, coached by John Dreesen. I saw Wilson's mum up in the grandstand yesterday, Judy Mure. Sydney University Enswith's Alex Purnell, coached by Mark Prater and Tom Saker. Tom Schramko, coached by Nick Garrett. Luke Letcher, NTC Canberra, he's coached by Lyle McCarthy. Mosman Enswith, Rob Black, coached by Nick Garrett. Chris Hayes from Swan River, coached by Antonio Morigiovanni, who's the head coach at Swan River. And University of Queensland Angus Lillicrap, who's coached by Zoltan Shepherd. The B final drawing to its conclusion. Nathan Goldstone and Tyrone Buhlmann stroke for stroke now in the B final. As the A final, Chris Hayes, the Western Australian who won one of the heats a couple of days ago, coached by Antonio Morigiovanni, is our leader. Over Memo of Indonesia in second place, just 0.57 back. Then follows Letcher, Schramko, Purnell, Black, Wilson Mure, and Angus Lillicrap is at the rear. And the B final drawing to its conclusion. Goldstone just got the measure of Buhlmann, just a little. Buhlmann trying to lift the rating. He's rowing for Black Mountain now, formerly based in Melbourne and originally at school at the Anglican Church Grammar School in Brisbane. But Nathan Goldstone across first, Tyrone Buhlmann second, and Pat Adams has come home really well for Canberra Actas to finish third. So barely a split match between these single scullers in the under-23 A final. There was 0 point something between most of them. So collectively there's a few seconds between first and eighth, but very slender margins between all the placings in the early stages. And it is Luke Letcher who's moved to the lead now over Christopher Hayes in second place. Then Big Schramko's in third place. He's got the job in front of him. He's 2.95 seconds back behind Christopher Hayes, a further 0.56 to Memo of Team Indonesia. Then follows Alex Purnell. Wilson Mure has moved up into sixth place. Then back to Angus Lillicrap at the rear of the field. But it was Luke Letcher who strode to the lead in the second 500 metres. And he's gone through in 3 minutes 28.15. So the time's there. And looking to break 7 minutes, and conditions pretty benign, maybe even a slight holding head breeze, though that would make that quite difficult. Rob Black, in fact, has dropped back into eighth place. Angus Lillicrap has moved up into sixth place. So it's Letcher, Hayes, Schramko, Memo, Purnell, Mure, Lillicrap and Black is the order in the A final of the under-23 men's single scull.
Ray, while there's a pause, we might just mention the previous race, the B final of the under-23 men's single scull. The winning time, 7:18.27, and repeat Ray's call, Nathan Golston from the University of Queensland in first place, followed by Tyrone Borman from Black Mountain in the ACT, and then Canberra's Pat Adams in third place.
So it is big Luke Letcher out in Station 5, who is our leader. And Nation 7, Chris Hayes, coached by Antonio Morigiovanni there, hanging on tenaciously. He was the leader through the first 500 metres. And then the other 6, there's very little to choose between them. Possibly Schramko moving up into third place at this juncture, I would suspect. Then across to Memo of Team Indonesia, Wilson Mure, Alex Purnell, Rob Black and Angus. Lillicrap, I'd say they're in 7th and 8th possibly at the moment. But Luke Letcher holding on to that lead. He's got the beat up. He's learned how to rate a bit higher over the last 12 or 18 months or so under Lyle McCarthy's coaching, and he's leading from Christopher Hayes of Swan River, and then back to Tom Schramko, Mosman and Swiss. And as I said, the others all fighting out for 4th spot, and very little to choose between Memo, Mure, Purnell, Black and Lillicrap. But he looks as though he's got the race within his keeping, big Luke Letcher. He's got the look back at them. Chris Hayes now under a bit of pressure from Tom Schramko. And Letcher in the middle. Schramko's trying to lift. Chris Hayes has had the beat up the whole way down the course. He'll be fit if Antonio Morigiovanni's coaching him. That's one thing you can bet on. But big Lukey Letcher, all 2 metres plus of him, is out in the lead. He's got the look back. Schramko, I don't think, is encroaching on that lead at all. Chris Hayes still hanging on to third place. A great battle for 4th amongst the rest of the field. But big Luke Letcher's going to win the under-23 men's single scull A final. Representing Black Mountain and the NTC Canberra, Luke Letcher, under-23 single sculls champion of Australia. Tom Schramko's second. Third is Christopher Hayes of Swan River. Rob Black has come home nicely to finish 4th. Then follows Alex Purnell, Memo, Wilson Mure and Angus Lillicrap.
And the unofficial time for that A final of the under-23 women's single scull, 7:01.40.